Let's very quickly talk publishing. Basically, you're an author and you want to get your book into the hands of the reader and the buyer. And there's a lot of ways to do that. Traditionally, however, most people believed that you had to get a deal with a publishing company, which meant you approached the publishing company and they then got you got their book in the hands of some others, and hopefully you might get some money for that. Let's not talk about where the money goes for now, because there's a lot of things that happen between your book and manuscript getting to the publisher and then getting out into the public. When you use a traditional publisher, they often take care of the graphics, the typesetting, and the expertise. But the chance of you getting a book deal with a traditional publisher, or maybe even a vanity publisher, is pretty low. One way to help that along is to get a publishing agent. And so you get your book to this agent, and that agent then contacts the traditional publishers on your behalf. Then the traditional publishers take care of all the typesetting and the deals. Maybe they even assign you with a writing coach to help you along. And months later, they take care of the printing. They will take care of the distribution, and that distribution will get your book through online retailers and bookshops, and finally to the book reader or buyer. And most of this happens in a contractual basis that goes worldwide. Let's talk about money. Well, you are going to definitely have to give some money to the publishing agent. Sometimes they take commission, sometimes they take a fee from you. You also then need to, the traditional publishing house will take some money, and the online retailers will take some money as well. If you're lucky, there will be a very small portion that will go back to you. And this is a common picture of how traditional publishing works. And the gap between your book getting from you out into the world can be months, if not years. And that's fine. If you can strike a deal, do that. But understand the chance of all this happening is very low. Unless you're already a celebrity, a best-selling author, or you've written a book that they want to strike a deal with. At the end of the day, the traditional publishers are in this business for one thing, and that is it's business, and it's about money. And that's okay. But this is the big restrictor on them. This is the thing that governs the decisions they make. Now, let me talk to you about the option that someone like me can help you with, because you may want to choose to go through the print on demand. Okay, we'll put that in the middle here, route, so that your book is distributed by a print on demand service. And you'll end up not only with a bit more money, but you'll end up with a heck of a lot more control. And we are still going to use online retailers and a service to distribute your books. Now, a print on demand service, their job really is to get your book printed and then distribute it to all these big popular online retailers, Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. Anyone that sells books online will be happy to take a portion of the profits and sell your book to the buyer. Now, one of the big problems is there are a few hurdles to jump here, because you need to provide graphics, typesetting, expertise and things to the print on demand service like Ingram Spark, like KDP Amazon, who will then distribute your book to the online retailers, who in turn ship it out to your customers. Now, this is where I come in. This graphics and typesetting material, all the expertise needed to use a print-on-demand service is something I'm very familiar with. I've helped publish many books in many different styles, and I have a team and also expertise and do a lot of the graphics and typesetting myself. So you do not need a direct relationship with the print on demand service or the distributors or anything else. I will take care of all these things so that a greater portion of the money goes to you. There is a small fee for service for what I do, and you will pay the distribution instead of, remember, this is instead of a traditional publishing company, but the print on demand service takes a cut as well. But what I like to do is make sure that all the ownership and all the decisions that are made are 100% your choice. There is 100% chance that your book will be published and sold throughout the world. A 100% chance that it will get to the customer. There are just some technical details, and what I like to do is make sure that you have full control so that once the book is published, I'm out of the picture and you have direct contact with the print on demand distribution service, and you are able to always contact me if you want some little modifications to the book done. But at the end of the day, the entire process is yours. You hold the accounts, you get the royalties, you have full control of when and where that book is sold. And that is what a self-publishing assistant service gives you: more control, more time, and 100% chance that your book will get out into the world for everybody to read. Some people ask, will it get to bookshops? Well, the answer is sometimes. Sometimes a book will get into bookshops, but you are the one that needs to do the work of marketing. By the way, in the traditional setting, you also are the person that has to do the marketing for the books as well. In 95% of the cases, authors are expected to do the marketing and promotion of the book. So my question is, why would you wait months and go through a traditional publishing house and spend a long time putting things together when you're only going to get a small portion of the money, when in our circumstance here, you still will get your book to the reader, and that is the most important thing. So give me a call if I can be of help.